You've been lied to by every self-improvement YouTuber on YouTube. You deserve to know the truth, and these YouTubers aren't going to tell you the truth because they're afraid that they're going to lose views and subscribers. I'm going to tell you the truth because I don't care about that. I've never asked you to subscribe, I've never asked you to like my videos. In fact, I ask you to dislike my video if you feel that you didn't get anything out of it. All I ask of you is to invest 15 to 20 minutes of your time to change your life. Imagine investing 15 minutes to change your future self entirely for free. Allow me to help you change your life by watching the entire video. And I really want to stress this. You need to watch the entire video because this is a methodical process and you need to watch every single part in order to build your future life. I don't want to lie to you. This is not a get-rich quick scheme or anything. This is a genuine video to help you achieve your future goals and to help you become the person that you've always wanted to become. As I said, this video is entirely for free. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you don't have enough willpower to watch this entire video, then you don't have the willpower to go on a dopamine detox. And dopamine is the brain's pleasure chemical. It is both your best friend and your worst enemy. So watch this video to know how to fix this problem, how to take away this dopamine rush from your life and build a better future for yourself and become more successful. It's no secret that dopamine is taking over our lives. We've seen it day in and day out. We constantly are hooked on these social media apps, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and we can't seem to get out of them. We're constantly hooked and we're constantly being recommended these videos. And we feel like we need to watch these videos. I don't want to get too deep into this because I know that you've been bombarded with dopamine videos, which is funny because these dopamine videos are made to feed into your dopamine addiction. And I don't want to do that. I want to be honest with you and I want to teach you how to stop watching these videos, even if it means that you stop watching my videos. Because I don't care about getting views and subscribers. I care about helping you, even if, as I said, it means that you have to stop watching my videos. So what are the benefits of this dopamine detox that I'm talking about? Why should you do it? Firstly, it gives you mental clarity. Imagine being able to think of things very easily without having to have this mental cluster in your brain and without having to just feel as though you're, freezed and you don't know what to do. And you're constantly being bombarded with these bullshit thoughts. Imagine being able to think about things more clearly and solve your problems more easily. Imagine if you could do that. Imagine how much time you'd save and how smarter you'd get. Imagine how much money you'd be able to make if you weren't being bombarded with these thoughts all day, without being constantly addicted to these social media apps and without being constantly addicted to these things that have taken over our society. Secondly, it will improve your focus and your concentration. Think with me for a second. Imagine if you could focus on things more deeply and achieve better results and concentrate on things for a longer amount of time. Imagine being that focused. Imagine achieving things more easily because you are so focused. You want to achieve these things, and I want you to achieve these things. I'm here to help you. It's not hard to achieve this. All it takes is some willpower. So keep on watching this video, because if you don't have enough willpower to watch this entire video, then you don't have the willpower to go on a dopamine detox. And I don't want you to even go on a dopamine detox. I want you to change your life for good. I don't want you to have to go through these dopamine detoxes every single month or every single week. This is going to become a lifestyle for you. It's going to become a good lifestyle that you can have for the rest of your life and not have to deal with these bullshit things on the internet. Now, thirdly, it will increase your motivation. Having good motivation is crucial to becoming successful and becoming a better version of yourself. Think about waking up every single morning with motivation to tackle the day, tackle your problems, without feeling like you are tired and have to sleep for 30 minutes more, or without feeling like you don't have the energy to work out for the day. Imagine waking up and telling yourself, I want to work out today. I want to start working on this. I want to do this today. Imagine having the motivation every single day. Now, I'm not selling you on some bullshit things right now. This is completely realistic. Now, having motivation every single day isn't very realistic, but having better motivation every single day is extremely realistic. You will have some bad days, but these bad days will be way better than your current bad days. And I can assure you of this. This isn't a scheme. This is real life. People are doing it every single day. I have done it, and you can do it too. I am no better than you, and you're no better than me. We're both human beings, and I want you to realize this. Every single one on this earth is a human being. All these things around you, all these smart people around you are human beings, and they're just like you and me. They're probably a bit smarter, but you can become smarter too. You can become more hardworking, you can achieve these goals, and you can become a better version of yourself. Remember that we're all human beings here. No one is born with a superpower. No one is born with a superpower. Everything is achievable and everything is attainable. So, how do you achieve a dopamine detox? How do you go about doing it? The first step here is to identify your triggers. Identify the things that you get addicted to very easily, whether it is social media, as in TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Even if it's my videos, then stop watching my videos. And this is the thing that I was talking about earlier. YouTubers aren't willing to tell you this. They're not willing to tell you to stop watching their videos if you feel addicted to them, because they care about views and subscribers. I don't really care about that. I just want to help you. And if it means losing some subscribers and losing some viewers, then I don't care. I'm willing to lose these viewers and subscribers. I want you to become a better version of yourself. And I don't want to make myself the center of attention here. And I don't want to benefit myself and make you become a worse human being and not achieve your goals. So identify your triggers. They might be, I don't know, smoking, drinking, whatever it is. Identify these triggers, because identifying them in the beginning is crucial to tackling them. You can't tackle something that you haven't identified. So sit with yourself with a pen and paper and identify these triggers. Write them down and know which ones are the most, hardest triggers. I'd recommend for you to write them from the most or the worst triggers to the least worst triggers, so you know which ones you need to focus on most and which ones you need to get rid of. Now, second is setting a detox period. Now, ideally, this should become your lifestyle. You should be aiming to do this for the rest of your life. And I know that this is a huge commitment, but it's something that you have to do in order to change your life. You can't tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna delete Instagram for a day and come back to it, because you won't achieve anything. Sure, you You won't get on Instagram for a complete day. You'll feel like you've achieved something, but in the long run, you're where you're at. You're not gonna get anywhere if you don't have a very, very long-term plan. And here I want you to think about your long-term vision and your long-term plan. Think about yourself in 5, 10 years. Where would you like to be? Do you seriously want to be sitting on your bed and watching TikTok in 5 years? Is that your plan? If that's your plan, then sure, go ahead and watch TikTok for 5 years. But if your plan is to get away from this bullshit, then set a serious plan. Tell yourself that you're going to stop with this TikTok thing. If you're not willing to remove TikTok from your life entirely, then set a small period of time where you use TikTok, maybe once a week for 10 minutes, or set these types of goals until you can completely get rid of TikTok, or completely get rid of social media, or completely get rid of smoking or drinking or whatever it is. Because that is the long-term goal that I want you to get to. I don't want you to get trapped into these bullshit goals that are meant to get you back to your problems. I want to change your life for the better. Help me help you. It's that easy. Set realistic goals, and not just realistic. And when I mean realistic, I don't mean easy goals. I mean long-term hard goals, and these are realistic. Because you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to reevaluate your entire life and reevaluate how you've been living your life. So that's what you want to do. Okay? You need to set these realistic goals. Now, what do you do once you've identified your triggers, and once you've set a plan and you told yourself, okay, I'm not going to use these apps, or I'm not going to smoke, or I'm not going to drink? What do you do now? Because you're most likely going to have a lot of free time. What you're supposed to do now is to replace these dopamine triggers with something useful. Replace them with useful activities. You don't have to be working 24/7 when you're on a dopamine detox. You don't have to do that. That's a lie. That's something that people are telling you to do. You can't realistically be working more hours than you can. Everyone has a limit, and you don't want to stretch out that limit too much. It's like a rubber band. The more you stretch it, the more likely it is to break. Or the farther you stretch it, the more it is likely to break. Don't stretch it too far. You have to know your limits. Test out your limits. And what you're supposed to do here is do activities that are honestly good for you. Go out for a walk. Play basketball with someone. Do activities that really keep you in touch with reality. Read a book. Do things that are simple and are just that they don't do things that won't get you addicted. Do natural things, natural activities. What happened to reading books? What happened to going for walks? What happened to spending time with friends? And when I mean spending time with friends, I don't mean that you should go out and party. I mean genuine quality time where you share information and you share advice with your friends and you help each other grow. That's what I mean. Do things that really help your soul. Don't do things that drain your energy. Don't do things that make you a worse version of yourself. Try meditation. Why don't you meditate? Meditating is good for you. And I don't mean that that you should meditate for a day and call it quits after it. Make it a habit to meditate every single day, and you will see that you will gain so much from it. You won't see the benefits until at least a week of meditating. I don't want you to think that you're going to see benefits and you're going to see advantages of dopamine detoxes or of starting something new immediately, because that is the dopamine. You think that you're going to do something and then you're going to see a change, or that you're going to see the benefits immediately. It's going to take some time, and I want you to be perfectly at ease with this. I want you to be just happy with the journey. I don't want you to chase the goals. Be happy with the journey, and the goals will come. Everything will come with time, but enjoy the journey. Okay? If you don't embrace the journey, you can't do anything. You'll be constantly in this dopamine uh, rush. You constantly seek this dopamine rush, and you won't be able to do anything with your life. You won't. So remember to always, always, always enjoy the journey and find things that are good in this journey, and find things that keep you grounded in this journey. Don't get lost in trying to chase these goals, because these goals will come to you as long as you do everything right. And by everything right, I mean following everything that I've told you, doing honest things that don't require dopamine. It doesn't require dopamine to go and play basketball or to go and work out. Those things are, you know, honest things. Think about a child, not a modern day child, because all these children are, they're they're hooked on their iPads and their iPhones now. I can't believe that kids have phones now. But imagine kids before. They'd go out and play with their friends. They'd do activities that are just honest activities. Not they're not filled with this dopamine rush. So think about that every single day. Think about living an honest life. Now, how do you make all of this stick? How do you make it stick, and how do you create a lifestyle out of this? I have two things to say here. It's consistency and discipline. If you have these two things, then you will make this a lifestyle, and you won't need me anymore. I'll just become a memory of the past. You won't you won't need my videos, you won't need this whole YouTube channel, and you won't need YouTube as a whole, and especially self-improvement YouTube, because self-improvement YouTube has become extremely toxic, and it's become a source of dopamine. And it's very sad to see this happen, but it's true. So realize that if you are consistent and if you have the discipline to stick with these 3 steps that I taught you today, that you will become a more successful person. And you will come back to this video and laugh at who you were before. I promise you this. Now, this whole video was entirely for free. You didn't have to pay for any part of this video. It was entirely for free. And if you've watched the whole video and you're here right now, I want you to go down to the comment section and say that you've been here and watched the entire video. I'm going to pick some of you, and then we're going to talk privately, and I might give you a free coaching session if you deserve it. If I find out that you've watched the entire video for free, and if you are honest with me, and if we chat and I see that you have potential, and if I see that you clearly want to change your life, I just might give you a free coaching session. Now, if that sounds good, go down and type in the comments and say that you've watched the entire video, and we'll make that happen. And I want you to remember all of these things that I've said today. Okay? Don't lie to yourself. Let me help you build your future self and your future, and let me help you make your future goals a reality. Okay? So, as I said before, follow these steps and you'll become a better person.